أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم، وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما باركت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. By the barakah of Sidi Shaykh Mohamed Faouzi al-Karkari قدس الله سره. Notes from lecture of January 4th, 2025. Before starting this video, I would like to say that this work would never have seen the light without Sidi Shaykh. If something is wrong, it will be from myself, and everything that is correct is from Sidi Shaykh. A disciple asked Sidi Shaykh, saying that she no longer finds the inner world she used to delve into, and that she feels the heaviness of the body and not the lightness of the spirit. She no longer sees the light of God as she used to. Sidi Shaykh answered the question by saying that when the disciple moves away from spiritual connection, wasl, and presence, hudur, this light diminishes until they no longer find it, because the light of God needs someone to nurture it. When a person takes the pledge of allegiance, bay'ah, in the beginning, they receive the light of God not as a reward for previous actions, as they have no prior actions, but rather as a gift and mercy from God. And God provides for whomever he wills without measure. When a person pledges allegiance with sincere intention to God, the Prophet, and his progeny, God grants them a breath of his light. The Prophet ﷺ said, "Faith is a light that God casts in the heart of the believing servant. It increases and decreases with righteous deeds." The person may say that they are practicing remembrance, but the matter is not just about remembrance, about dhikr, because if one remembers, yet their deeds are not righteous, and they are immersed in major and minor sins, this light will diminish, and it is taken away. So when one wants to return to the light, they must renew their repentance, faith, sincerity, and discipleship, until they become among the people of the light of God. On the other hand, if the body is weighed down from worship and uprightness, they will remain in darkness. Because the light is a gift from God, but its increase or decrease is linked to action. The Shaykh helps the disciple with guidance and conduct, and how to preserve the trust, al-amana, but the disciple is the one who must apply. If the disciple does not apply these matters, or has a belief that contradicts it, of course they will not reach. So they must apply what they hear literally. They must perform the litany, al-wird, morning and evening, draw closer to God with supererogatory acts of worship, and perform righteous deeds that please God. But if they pray and lie and do bad deeds, when the reckoning is establishing against them, weighing good deeds against bad deeds, they will find themselves bankrupt. But if they are upright and mindful of their soul, of their nafs, it is impossible for the light to be taken away from them, because when God gives, he does not take back his gift. The Prophet ﷺ said, "One who goes back on their charity is like a dog returning to its vomit. So how can the Lord, if he has bestowed honor, retract his generosity? It is the servant who squanders the Lord's honor." Sidi Shaykh Qaddasallahu Sirrah added that the difficulty or the problem in returning to this state is that it becomes harder than it was initially. At first, the disciple enters with high spiritual aspiration, himma, embarking on a new path and a pledge of allegiance to God and his messenger. They experience the spiritual realm, al-malakut, and perceive the light of God. However, once the veil is lifted and this experience becomes familiar, it can feel ordinary, leading to a loss of the initial strength, sincerity, and certainty, yaqeen. So when a disciple says they no longer experience the inner world, it is they who have abandoned it. So that was all for this video. Alhamdulillah الذي هدانا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدانا الله. لقد جاءت رسل ربنا بالحق. اللهم لك الحمد، اللهم لك الحمد، اللهم لك الحمد. اللهم صل على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما صليت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم، وبارك على سيدنا محمد وعلى آل سيدنا محمد كما باركت على سيدنا إبراهيم وعلى آل سيدنا إبراهيم في العالمين إنك حميد مجيد. سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.